Hi everybody. Figured I would make a quick little video. Haven't done so for a while. Been posting some old things, and a couple reasons why. I actually have gotten food poisoning, a cold, and it's been super windy the last couple days here in Vegas, and it is kicking my allergies butt. So this is the first day that I've been somewhat able to talk, and I know this was a request of doing kind of my whole makeup collection here, and what I've done a little bit is went through and I'm getting rid of this stuff here, and I figured I would do that first and then show you what I have remaining, which is too much, which I may not get to tonight. We may just do this because it's late. So let's start, shall we? What I did here is I used to have this as my sewing kit, so a little cushion on top that I used to put pins in. But I've gotten rid of some stuff that I just am not going to use, or it's old, one or the other. First is this Model Zone Cheat Day. It's not that great of a formula, so it's going to go. Second is mix slip tees in low-key decontraction. It's kind of, weird name. STL 008. And color's not bad. I'm just not a very matte person, so they make me look quite flat. Next is this little bouncy. They were $1 each at one point. And let's face it, I'm not going to wear blue. And although this is an awesomely nice color, and it's kind of cool because stuff is kind of, feels like a hybrid between cream and powder. It's kind of nice, but I have enough eyeshadow and they're just taking up space. So there's another bouncies. I actually really like the colors too. That one's kind of cool. This purple's nice. But again, don't really need them, so I'm going to say goodbye to those. Try not to mark my hand up too much. Next is California in a Box by Catrice, and bronze and blush palette. And thought I would like this a little better. This isn't too bad. This is pretty good, but I like this highlighter, but not really using it. And I have other colors that are quite similar to it, so give that to a friend, I think. Next, kind of toss these. These were loose in a, jeez, I don't even remember, maybe in the Morphe palette. positive, but I do have colors very similar or exactly like these, and not one for that color at all on me anyway. That one really. So I'm just gonna say goodbye to that too. All it does is make a mess. And this is Plush Drama. It's kind of drying out, so actually no, it's not. I do try and I go through mascaras pretty quickly, just simply because I'm trying to get the travel sizes now, and these bigger sizes tend to go to waste when I'm not using them all, and then 6 months is up, and I do try and stay pretty good about getting rid of them. So we're gonna throw that away. Next is a Sleek. It's a 3-color palette. Nothing really special about this. I don't like the colors. It's the only one that's close to, but did not hit the mark. So we're going to say goodbye to that too. And I've recently gotten a couple decent, well, not lip liners, but eyeliners that are pretty quality. So I am culling some of my dollar liners. First one is, come off. There we go. It's a lip liner. Got a little bit too much russet to it for me. It's in perfect brown. It is not perfect brown lip liner for me, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Next we have the Super Last by Essence 24-hour eyebrow pomade pencil. I didn't realize this was eyebrow. Thought this was a eyeliner, so I changed my mind on that. This little it's kind of cool. That little brush, very tiny. Didn't even notice that before, but what we can do. How much of this is left? Let's sharpen it up. Yeah, I think I definitely will change my mind on this guy and keep it. Now that I've actually read that it is an eyebrow pencil. Next is just LA Colors cheapo palette again. The dollar palette. I did like this color, kind of. But nothing that I can't live without, and I don't have something similar to. This color, although very cool, is one that my skin tone I'll never wear. So, goodbye to that guy. And more cheap eyeshadow, Amuse Cosmetics. $1 as well. I like the bouncy kind of hybrids again. That's a very cool color. Not so much. I'm interested to see this one. That almost looks slick, like wet. Interesting. Nice. I'll put that one to the side for a second. Or two. This is an Elizabeth Arden blush. This is actually my mom's. And I think she would approve that I am getting rid of it. ready to go. And it's been around for a while. I just kept it kind of for sentimentality's sake. And next is Elf. It's 4 color. This one for contouring, and it's a bronzer palette supposedly, but it's not very bronzy. None of them are very bronzy either, or contoury, but similar colors like it. Don't need it. It's taking up space. This thing here I got for really incredibly cheap, and I don't know if you're supposed to shake it or whatever. Mulberry. I don't like this thing right here. I mean, someone thought that was a good idea with the roller wheel. Not me. It's a really quick way to get yourself frustrated getting a even line. Next is just a MAC pressed powder in the color NC40. It's a little too dark for me, and it's older than Methuselah War MAC. Next is an Urban Decay. This is one of their Intergalactic is one of their shimmery ones, but I think it's terrible. It looks like wet, going up, like, but it's like I don't know, it just doesn't have any. It feels very cheap, like a cheap eyeshadow. Like it's hard. There's not a lot of creaminess to it. That makes sense. Alright. And this right here is just some loose eyeshadows I decided to get rid of. This color here. Tons like it. I'll never use it. This color here, it's got the purple duochrome. I'm not going to use it. So I have one similar like it, I think, by Urban Decay that I never use anyway. Yeah, this is a mess, and it's older than that MAC. Probably, no, it's not. It's not older than the MAC. It's Urban Decay, of course, just a primer potion eyeshadow stuff. I never really cared that much for this stuff anyway. It's very mediocre to me. Some might love it. That was not fun. This right here is a Stila eyeshadow. It came with this stuff to make it stick, which I'm sure I could use. What's right here? Use stuff. Tap this down. Brush here. Sure, it was just like a lot like the Durline, but this is not impressive at all. It's just gunky and yucky. That's a good word for it. If you look in the dictionary under definition of useless, that's the stuff. Second here. Speaking of useless, How about you guys? I don't know if you've never greasy eye makeup remover gel. Stuff, look at it, hardly even works. Rubbing your skin off your eyes if you were to use this all the time. Not impressed with this by Bliss. I think I purchased it at something on sale, or it was, you know, a beauty buy or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, I will be purchasing that again. It's here. It's kind of a cool color. But again, I think this is by NYX. This color here. Pretty. But again, have ones that are similar. Don't need it. It's right here. I was very hopeful about, but it doesn't impress me at all either. Forgot what that one was. And we're going to toss this guy away. This is Santee Dramatic Eyes. Pro Selected Eyeshadow. Ooh. Blue, but once again, I don't do blue. I was a child of the, well, it was a little before my time, but sky blue eyeshadow. At one point in time, decades ago, I remember the commercials. I didn't wear makeup yet, and I remember how terrible sky blue eyeshadow was. So it just got a stigma when we were in school. We used to joke about it. Especially when you're starting, kids can be brutal, you know that. And starting to wear makeup, I never made the mistake of blue, but I did make the mistake of overdoing it several times. And what we know now, if we could go back. This is the Ulta sharpener. I'm getting rid of it because I've gotten 2 others when I'm on the road. If I forget one, I have to buy one, and so this one's older and kind of gross now, so I'm gonna get rid of it. This one's old as heck too. It is just, yeah. I always thought this was a little chalky anyway, the Urban Decay concealers. Pencil, so I'm not going to miss that. Then pink, pretty pink, but don't really need it. Like, pigment's not, saturation isn't all that great, so nah. This is empty, so of course that will be garbage. This one, there's nothing wrong with this. I'm going to give it to a friend, or spray it with some alcohol and sterilize it. Someone wants it just because I bought 2 of them, and at different times, not on purpose. It's not that great of a color either that I'm going to need the backup anytime soon. So right here, I am tossing away. It's a long time coming. Urban Decay Naked in shade 3. I don't know if it smells bad yet or not, but it is ready to go, and that foundation and I never got along. I tried and tried and tried, and we just didn't get along. This is close to empty, so I'm tossing it. The Dewy Finish by NYX setting spray. And this Mario Badescu. Well, actually, do a little spray there. I just don't care for the rose water smell. Should have gotten the other kind, but I think they were out. This is the CoverGirl, the Depuffer, supposedly. I don't really have a puffy issue, so it's in 320 Fair, and it's pretty pretty lame. It's not that good. We'll talk about concealers when we get to the collection of my favorite ones, my non-favorite ones, because they definitely have opinions. This is more purple, the Blue Flash. It's a nice color, but I'm not going to use it. It's not in my skin tone family. And I've had it forever. It's called Fishnet. So we'll get rid of that. Then we have this. This is just a brown, cheap eyeshadow that exploded and cracked. So I put it in this container, and it wasn't that good. Anyway, container probably is worth more money than that eyeshadow. Another, it's very similar to the one that we first got rid of. That. Benefit Wing Airbrush Concealer. Now, another thing about me not liking this concealer is I've noticed there are several companies that only have, these are good for 6 months, which is ridiculous. It's not that good. It's all crumbly. And it only has a shelf life when you open it of 6 months, which for the amount of money that you pay for a container this big, that's unacceptable. So I will never be purchasing that again. There are similar and better concealers out there that have 12 to 18 month shelf lives. And I do keep my makeup in a cool, dry place, but still, I just find that kind of a shitty, I'm sorry, a not nice thing to have happen. It's just cheap of them. And, next thing, oh, it doesn't have any preservative. Well, that's great, but 6 months is just, then they should be charging a lot less money. It's only going to last 6 months. It's like $20-some something. Nope, cannot abide by that. Okay. Next is this, just a tinted eye primer. I don't really use eye primers, and I can't get this open if I wanted to. I mean, to me, it's just too dark. I mean, I hope that your concealer or your foundation will do the same. This is a sample that I got from Sephora. I think it's Charlotte Tilbury. And I know some people love this foundation, but the shade just was all wrong for me. Not that I don't like some of her products, which I'm very high on one. We'll talk about in a bit, but not that. Liquid Illuminator, Northern Lights. This color to me is no bueno por me. Not good. Not good at all. And Photo Loving Primer. As you can tell, this is quite empty. Yay. Actually finished something. This is an Inglot color that it's got just kind of a chalky, almost like a grayish tone cast to it. I don't know, it just kind of makes you look like you got corpse skin. It's green. I think it's very pretty, but will I ever wear it? And it hardly even shows up anyway, so another one to bite the dust. This is just a cheap, tried out old eyeliner. I think this is a good product. This Maybelline Master Kajal. It's nice, but it's a terrible design. I mean, first of all, it doesn't fit next to any of your brushes, any of your other pencils. It's very awkward, and you can't sharpen it at all. I have sharpened it with my crappy sharpener just to get more out of it, but it's pretty rotten. It's like, I don't know, to me, it's like a big waste, and it's not that much product anyway. So I would definitely, even though I really like the formula on it, I would pass on that if I had to do it again. Or making recommendations. And just here's another putty brown that I'm going to get rid of. My hands are gross right now. My hands a little bit here. Table. Lots of spillage. Just load this back up. Going to keep what I might give away, and then we're just going to throw away the rest. Still a little bit left in here. I don't know. Let's see if I'm friends with these. Just garbage. Some of the stuff that's just awkward packaging. Like, I know it's a cute package and everything, but I mean, how does it fit in with your other products, like next to it? It doesn't. Kind of the same silliness when you make something kind of elliptical. These, I'm not going to share those products. Throw away that. Let's get rid of those. This used to be such a nice cap to open. But then again, too, I mean, comes off so easily. Well, that feels really kind of good, believe it or not. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be keeping this one yet. I haven't made up my mind here. I'll just go through my collection, make the decision later on. And this here, that's what I'm keeping out of that. So I didn't do too bad, I don't think. I did a little bit of culling. Any of my friends want it. Toss these two. I know they're not going to want those. Not too much to offer them, but a little bit. Some here for now. And that's that. Here. So that was exciting. Just got some of that done. Wanted to bring your attention down below to a link that I'm going to put in. And a couple weeks ago, the LA Times did an article on ASMR. And I happen to have a issue or two of the LA Times that I read in several videos, so they found that and they contacted me and asked me for permission to use it. And well, of course I said no. Of course I said yes, you may go right ahead, please do. I also said ASMR will always need printed papers because we cannot have a Kindle be a substitute at all. It's a very poor substitute. It doesn't work. And so the article came out, and she talked the first 2 paragraphs. We're talking about my LA Times videos, which was pretty darn cool. And then she put a link and to one of the videos. So I am going to call it a night. I hope everyone is very well.